As well already.
Talk to me a little bit, Coach, about trying to find the reset now, trying to find the next step forward, and where do you take this very talented team from today?
Jump right in. Yes, dinner is next, which will be on the bus. Look, I want to congratulate Christopher Newport for playing us in one hell of a match. I thought. I think if that first set goes differently, I think it's a different match. But to have our blocking wasn't quite what it normally is in the first set, but we earned 20 of our points between 2 aces and 18 kills, and then after that, the second and third set, the wheels kind of fell off the wagon in terms of us producing enough kills. And I thought the story of the match was that they served us so tough all night that they didn't come back down from that serving high until the third set. We kept talking about it's going to happen, and they started missing in the third set, and it was too late by then. I think a little bit of our belief and faith in a positive outcome had kind of slipped away a little bit, and it's hard to avoid that in a situation like this and for a championship. That doesn't take anything away from the fact that they played a great match and they had to go deep into the red for their serving game, I think, to accomplish what they did. But that was some of the best volleyball we've seen all year, especially that first set and portions of the second and third, and that's a huge credit to them. I'm honored that they had to go that deep to get it accomplished. That's a credit to my team, and that we don't come out with a win is just, when you think about it, it's the 5th time this happened this year, and that makes me incredibly proud. And then when I look in the third set, portions of the second, I look at our lineup and I see 3-4 freshmen on the floor, and on the other side of the net there's 3 seniors and a grad student on the floor. There's a big difference there, and winning, a good coach in Minnesota once told me, is difficult, and you have to learn to advance, and you have to learn to advance in an NCAA tournament environment. And this team, coming from a humbling season last year, the expectations I think were uncertain this year, and to rattle off as many wins as we did in really tough matches and 9 5-setters that all fell our way, a conference championship, they have made me so proud and so happy to be their coach. And I told them in the locker room that the reset that you're asking for is the realization that one match at the end of the year doesn't define a season, and just as 2 points in the first set can't define a match, and sometimes they don't go your way, and sometimes, like in this case, the match didn't go our way. But the reset has to be, what are all the things you did well? I think there's a razor-thin margin between the two teams tonight, and I'm happy for Christopher Newport. They get to have it. I wish them good luck going forward, but man, the sky is the limit for this team going forward as well, and that's an incredible feeling.
You may find it valuable to know, or comforting to know that Christopher Newport coach said they played their best volleyball of the year, and
I believe
they
it.
also said, quote, they had like 18 kills, and they got 18 kills, we were still able to win set 1. So I think they understand also that it was a razor-thin difference between the two teams, and that they acknowledged that you brought out their best. And I think as an athlete and as a coach, you want to bring out the best of your opponent, because that brings out the best in you. So I think that was a battle of two titans in there. So that was wonderful.
I want to. What we want is we want to play at a high level. We want to be pushed, and we want to enjoy the people that we compete with and compete against. And that's not always the case, but we have a lot of respect for their program. I personally do for their head coach, and we have a lot of common people that we know on the team. I know there's some friendships with some people that know each other from club and high school, and I think we have nothing but respect for them, and they're a class act, and we wish them the best.
Amanda, you're a freshman, correct?
Yes.
Tell me the experiences of this year and what that does for the fuel that you take into the never-ending winter of Ithaca, New York.
I'm extremely proud of this team, and I'm so happy to experience it as a freshman with the seniors that we have, that they led us to our conference champion and then us getting into the second round. And I'm extremely proud, especially learning everything that happened last year and just being able to kind of turn that around and turn that turn the momentum around and just be a part of that. And now you only go up from here, so I'm ready for next year and ready to even go further.
Well said. Cameron?
Yeah.
Senior.
Yes, sir.
If you can, if it's possible, in 15, 20 seconds, how does this fulfill the career? How does this propel you to what comes next for you in life?
Yeah, well, I'll say that.
A light topic.
Right. I'll say that, senior season is always a lot of gratitude, and just realizing that, how you're going to wrap up, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus years of volleyball in one season with a different group of 5, and, how you're going to put everything in a bow. And it's just being grateful for the process and enjoying the process, because the outcome really can be arbitrary sometimes. But what you can do is enjoy and be present with your teammates and leave a legacy and just be proud of everything that you've been put on the floor. And that's how I'm able to kind of put it in a bow, even though we're not we're not ending what we maybe have wanted. But I couldn't have asked for a better season to end with, confidence-wise, and just for this program and for the seniors' legacy and the captains here. Just staying present and being grateful is what's been true for me all season.
Very well said.
Thank you.
The junior,
Yes.
coming back for your senior season and getting ready to help your team move forward, what do you take from this experience?
I mean, we're just learning how to play in these kinds of games and gaining experience. Like you said, we've had so many 5-set games that by the end they were just kind of routine for us. So we're hoping that kind of having more and more of these big games, that we just know how to handle them better, and so that hopefully more of them fall our ways in the future.
So I've seen you guys play 3 times here this year, and this question is more aimed towards the players, but I want to know what happened. You guys going down, and you came back when you guys played here at Geneva in the first week of the season. You guys took a set. I want to know what goes on the court or in the huddles that makes it possible for you guys to just keep fighting and keep coming back.
Yeah, I'd say with those ups and downs that comes with the matches, just kind of riding it as they go and taking them as they go. When you got momentum, do everything you can to feed it, and when you don't, kind of changing up, or the bench does something. Like getting all 18 involved has been a staple for us all season, and just not being afraid of those highs and lows, just kind of taking them as they come and hoping for the best.
I would say even in our huddles, it's not just like the captains talking, it's everyone collectively trying to bring up the team together and just trying to work as a team to get to the certain goal, which we all have on the same page and is winning. But
Yeah, we like just trying to figure out what we need in the moment. Sometimes that's just kind of taking a collective deep breath. Sometimes it's more strategizing, and so kind of trying to figure out what we need in the moment and using that.
Next question's for Coach. So you got this far this year. How are you going to plan to get here next year or even further than this?
I think it's a mistake to plan to get to a certain point. And once you get too fixed on a destination, then you lose your sense of flexibility, right? I think that there's things that we can do better that have nothing to do with the record that we have. There are things that we're going to have a new class of recruits coming in that's going to add a whole new wrinkle to things, which is exciting and scary and all of the above. And I think it's just, this is a really cliche answer, but it's about the process, right? And when I think about, all the things we accomplished this year, it's just unbelievable to me that I haven't had, I've had teams go deeper into the NCAA tournament, but I have not had a more polished record, and I look at that and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. And how is it possible that you play these strong teams and but yet you're in the second round of the NCAA tournament? It's not about that. What we accomplished this year and the process that went along with it, I've never enjoyed myself as much as I did this year, and I have never felt more grateful to be with athletes that have given us so much and that allow me to be so tough on them and come back for more, because they know that deep inside there's more to be given. And not that they give that to me, they give it to me, but most of all they give it to their teammates, right? And so I look at the process, and that process will start over next year, but with a more solid foundation than we've ever had because of these young women. And that's what it is for me. And at some point, the process, that's the theory, will pay off dividends in terms of results. And it did this year. It got us to the tournament, it got us a championship, and it got us to a wonderful gym with a great host that really values women's volleyball. And we've had a wonderful experience here. Would we have liked to have extended it and maybe seen what our luck would have brought against Juniata? Absolutely. But again, one match does not define a season.
That was a really good answer.
I thank you so very much for your time, and thank you for your excellence on the court.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.